Tonight at Anfield, Alexander Isak made his long-awaited debut in Liverpool Red, whilst Virgil van Dijk delivered yet another dramatic late winner to seal Champions League victory against Atletico Madrid. Liverpool fans, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and activate the notification bell so you never miss an update about your club of the heart. The moment every Liverpool supporter had been waiting for finally arrived on Wednesday night at Anfield. Alexander Isak, the club's record-breaking £170 million signing, stepped onto the hallowed turf for his competitive debut against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League group stage opener. The Swedish striker's journey to this moment had been nothing short of extraordinary, filled with AI-generated images, social media speculation, and a transfer saga that dominated the entire summer window until its dramatic conclusion on September 1 st. When the team sheet was released, there was an almost surreal quality to seeing Isak's name printed in Liverpool Red. After months of digital existence through transfer rumors and rejected bids, here he was, real, tangible, and ready to justify one of football's most expensive transfers ever. Only Neymar and Kylian Mbappé had commanded higher fees in football history, placing immense pressure on the 25-year-old's shoulders. The pre-match warm-up provided the first glimpse of what Liverpool fans had been craving. As Isak emerged from the tunnel and began his shooting practice in front of the Kop, every strike of the ball was met with gasps and appreciative roars. One particular finish drew such a reaction that the entire stadium erupted in applause, unprecedented for a mere warm-up session. When the team announcements echoed around Anfield, only Mohamed Salah's name received comparable acclaim to that of the debutant. However, the real test lay ahead. Could Isak handle the weight of expectation that comes with such a monumental transfer fee? The early signs were promising. His movement in the box was intelligent, his link-up play showed glimpses of brilliance, and most importantly, he looked comfortable wearing the famous red shirt. Meanwhile, his presence seemed to elevate those around him, particularly fellow summer signing Florian Wirtz, who appeared more dynamic and purposeful than in previous appearances. The German playmaker found new dimensions to his game when combining with Isak, creating spaces and driving forward with renewed confidence. Their understanding, while still developing, showed flashes of the devastating partnership that Jurgen Klopp had envisioned when sanctioning both transfers. In another twist, Isak's introduction to the starting 11 pushed established stars like Salah and Cody Gakpo into wider positions, creating a more fluid attacking system that stretched Atletico's rigid defensive structure. Yet football has a way of humbling even the most expensive acquisitions. When Robin Lenormand's crunching tackle sent Isak tumbling to the turf, Anfield held its collective breath. The sight of their £170 million investment limping gingerly before shaking off the knock encapsulated the fragility of such massive investments. However, Isak's response, immediately getting back to his feet and continuing his tireless running, spoke volumes about his character and determination to succeed at his new club. As the final whistle approached and the scoreline remained deadlocked at 2-2, it seemed Anfield might witness a frustrating stalemate in what was meant to be a celebratory evening. Atletico Madrid, true to their defensive reputation under Diego Simeone, had weathered Liverpool's early storm and fought back from 2 goals down through Marcos Llorente's double, the second a fortuitous deflection that leveled matters with 10 minutes remaining. The narrative appeared to be shifting away from Alexander Isak's debut towards familiar themes of dropped points and missed opportunities. Liverpool had created numerous chances to put the game beyond doubt, with Mohamed Salah striking the crossbar and Hugo Ekitike, who had replaced Isak on the hour mark, blazing over from close range. The Brazilian substitute had made an immediate impact, holding up play brilliantly and pressing with the intensity that had endeared him to the Kop in previous appearances. Meanwhile, the tactical adjustments were becoming increasingly apparent. Florian Wirtz's movement to the left flank had allowed Dominik Szoboszlai to push higher up the pitch, offering his relentless running to Liverpool's counter-attacking moves. The Hungarian midfielder's energy and drive were crucial in maintaining pressure on Atletico's deep defensive block, but clear-cut chances remained frustratingly elusive as Jan Oblak stood firm between the posts. However, in the dying embers of stoppage time, football's unpredictable nature reasserted itself. Connor Bradley's cross found space in the penalty area, precisely the type of delivery that would have been perfect for Isak's aerial ability. The Swedish striker's absence in that crucial moment highlighted how his substitution had altered Liverpool's attacking dynamics, leaving them searching for alternative routes to goal. In another twist of fate, it was Liverpool's most experienced defender who provided the solution. When Szoboszlai delivered a corner kick deep into stoppage time, Virgil van Dijk rose majestically above the Atletico defense. The Dutch captain's header was emphatic, thundering into the far corner of Oblak's net with the kind of authority that has defined his Liverpool career. The explosion of joy from the Kop was deafening, a release of tension that had been building throughout the second half. The symbolism was not lost on anyone present. An evening that began with supporters applauding the training ground efforts of their newest superstar signing concluded with wild celebrations for their established captain. Van Dijk's late winner demonstrated that whilst new signings might capture headlines and imaginations, it often takes the steady hands of experienced leaders to deliver when it matters most. His goal ensured Liverpool's Champions League campaign began with 3 precious points and maintained the winning momentum that has characterized their recent European adventures under Klopp. And you, Liverpool fans, what do you think of today's news? Share your honest opinion in the comments. We want to hear from you.